Now, being host of a radio talk show is a lot of fun because I get to talk to some of the planet's most amazing people making real differences for the future. Like today, our very special guest is Olivia Newton-John. Olivia's appeal is positively timeless, and her career spans over 3 decades. She's adored around the world. She has served as Goodwill Ambassador to the United Nations Environment Program. She's been national spokesperson for the Children's Health Environmental Coalition. She's been an inspiration to women around the world as she fought and won the battle against breast cancer. And now she's on the front lines again on our behalf with the release of her new CD called Grace and Gratitude. And she has her very own line of women's wellness products, including Olivia's Breast Self-Exam Kit. She's a 4-time Grammy Award winner, and she's with us today to share from her life journey. Thank you, Olivia, for being with us today.
Well, that's a lovely info. Thank you.
You're so welcome. I'm tickled pink because pink represents breast cancer awareness, and I know that's something, like I said, that you can talk about. I think God must have a plan for you, Olivia, and I'm just grateful that I can be a little small piece of letting your voice be heard.
Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you, Connie.
When I heard about this phenomenal work that you're doing now, I knew immediately that your mission with this CD and your wellness line was perfectly in tune with our mission of planning tomorrows. And I want to thank you again for being with us today. And
you're welcome.
And Olivia, I know that you've been through some rough storms in your life, but if you're like me, sometimes those storms do give birth to something very positive and purposeful. Is that the way you look at your battle with breast cancer?
I'm sorry, say that again, Connie?
I said, do you consider that the storm that you went through with your battle with breast cancer has served a purpose, a positive purpose in your life?
Oh, absolutely. I think if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't be who I am today. And it taught me a lot of things about life, about being in the moment, about appreciating everything. And, you know, I've been through battles since then, and I think, you know, getting through that one probably helped me with the others too. You know, it's like, you know that even though it looks really bleak, the sun will come out and you will get through it, and you just have to just keep going.
Exactly. And
Great.
I was wondering, how did you find out about, I mean, do you actually use meditation and to relieve stress, and what are some things that you used when you were fighting breast cancer to help you heal?
I did everything. I did, I was meditating, and I was very lucky to meet Deepak at the time, and he gave me some, you know, extra ones. I combined East and Western medicine. I had, you know, modified radical mastectomy, and I had chemotherapy for about 8-9 months. And I also had, I worked with a homeopathic doctor who was also an MD who worked with my oncologist, and I did, I had massage, and I did yoga, and I had, you know, any kind of healing that I could do. Homeopathy, East meets West, you know, and thought positively, and, you know, I'm just very lucky to be here.
Well, and it reflects in your music because there's a real gratefulness and thankfulness that's reflected in all of your songs. One of my favorite songs, of course, I love the title song, Grace and Gratitude, but I love the one that's Let Go, Let God.
Love and Let Go?
Let Go, Let God.
Oh, Let Go, Let God. Yes, absolutely.
That's a beautiful song.
Thank you. Thank you.
The inspiration for your lyrics, I guess, you got most of those from learning about the chakras and all of that?
We got it from we also had, Amy and I had ideas. We had certain words that, you know, we had written lines for, like Pearls on a Chain. Amy had started that idea before we got together. And
that's a beautiful song as well.
Yeah, the idea that we're all unique and different, but we're all connected in some way, that there are a million ways to get to God, that, you know, we're all looking for him, her, however.
Right.
So, so we had ideas, and then it just kind of all came to us at once.
Wellness products that you're going to be offering in your line?
Well, at the moment, we just have the breast self-examination kit that is like a wonderful reminder for women to do monthly self-exams. It's like a very fine, non-polyurethane plastic with some lip inside, and when you put it on your breast and examine, it's like a magnifying glass through your fingers, and if there's any irregularities or lumps in there, it magnifies them 10 times.
Right.
And a breast health supplement. Breast health is a word we're going to hear a lot of, I believe, because they're finding that there are certain ingredients that really can help women's breast health. Vitamin D, the vitamins in the reishi mushroom and in broccoli and in green tea, all a bit very beneficial, vitamin D particularly. So these are all in the supplement, and I think that women will get in the habit of taking supplements. I saw an ad the other day for a multivitamin, and it mentioned breast health, so I think it's becoming quite a popular thought now.
Right. Well, let's hope that women take it seriously. I know that I have had one of these breast exam pads myself now for a couple years. And it was amazing to me. They just haven't been readily available, and that's why I was so excited to hear about you putting that in this packaging with your CD and making it sort of a holistic package. But this pad that you're talking about is an amazing little device, because actually I noticed whenever I first got it that a grain of salt feels like a rock.
That's right. A grain of salt feels like a sugar granule or bigger. And
yeah, like a pebble.
People are always amazed. Actually, in Walgreens, they have a little stand where you can test it out.
It's a really great thing for women to use, because
it's like a reminder. It's pink and it's pretty, and it's got a little velvet bag that comes with it to remind the reminder. You can take it with you, and we should get starting when they're like years old to start self-examining on a regular basis, so they can get to know, because we're all unique, and our breasts are the same as us, but they're unique too.
Right, and what this allows women to do, if I understand correctly, and this is the way I use it, it allows me to establish kind of a baseline, and then
exactly. And you can take it to your doctor too. They surveyed many doctors and nurses, like 99% of them said it was a good thing.
Right. I know I've told my doctor, I told my gynecologist about it, and she was pretty fascinated. They don't use them in the office, but I told her it would be a good thing for her to
try it out.
Tell her patients.
Now,
where is
and then she can show the patient this is you, and this is what's normal for you, and if there's anything different, then we all need to take responsibility for our own bodies. I found my lump through a self-exam, and if I hadn't been kind of conscious of it and gone to the surgeon, and even though it didn't show up on a mammogram, and it didn't even show up on a needle biopsy, but my surgeon, because I've been going there regularly, felt there was something not quite right, and that's how we found the cancer, with a proper surgical biopsy. So you need to kind of be on top.
That's very true. We do need to take responsibility for that.
Yeah.
And I know a friend of mine just recently was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it did not show up in a mammogram.
Right.
That's a wonderful
That doesn't mean we shouldn't do them. We need to do them. But, now and again, you have to trust those instincts. If you don't feel well and you feel there is something there that they're missing, then you need to pursue it. That's
right. I want to let our listeners know that they can log on to your website. It is, I think, Olivia Newton-John. Is that right?
Yes.
And .com.
I believe
and they can log on to your website and read all about what you're doing with this. We want as many people as possible that are listening, whether it's one of our female listeners, or whether it may be a man out there that just has a special woman in her life, and we want everybody. Yeah, it's a great gift for the woman you love. That's right, and with the holidays coming up, I mean, what better gift? I just think that lives are going to be saved because of this, and I'm just so grateful, and I applaud you, and I know HealthyLife.net applauds you as well for taking this passion and taking this conviction that you have, and actually doing something with it. You're going to make a big difference. Yeah, I hope it does. If it just helps one person, that'll be worth it. Isn't that the truth? I was going to say the very same thing. Thank you again for being on. Thank you so much. Tomorrow's, and I hope you'll be with us again, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Same to you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.